Alright guys, so today we are looking at a new tripod from the folks over at K&F, and I want to thank them because they sent it to me, and I always appreciate when we get some gear sent to us that we actually find useful, stuff that we can actually use for the production of these videos and being able to go out and shoot photos, and anything that helps is always appreciated. So you guys can see it here. I'm going to spin this around. So K&F Concept, there it is, comes in this cool little bag, and what we're gonna do is crack this open so you can see the tripod. It's pretty good actually. I've been using it now for a couple of weeks, and thumbs up. All right, let's take a look and go over this new tripod from K&F. Okay, so today I'm shooting with my old tripod because, well, the new tripod's in here. But usually we are shooting with the Canon R6 in our more recent videos, and we wanted to get the camera a little closer. And one of the issues that we had, of course, was that the camera and the table, we couldn't get the camera any closer because the tripod legs would hit. And that's an issue for a lot of people. So when K&F said that they had a tripod that may help us, we were like, okay, that would be fantastic. So this is it. First off, it does come in this super nice bag. If you're looking for a tripod, having a bag is always a nice feature because it allows you to sling it on your shoulder. Because a lot of times, even for myself, I do have a lot of camera backpacks which allow me to hook the bag onto it, which is fantastic. But if I'm going out for just a nice simple shoot where I have one camera, one lens, and I want a tripod, I don't necessarily need a big bag. So having a bag for your tripod itself can be really nice because sometimes you're going for like a little hike. This you can throw over your shoulder, good to go. And it's super handy. And it does have a strap so that you can really just kind of put it cross chest or anything like that if you want to, which again, really nice. Cracking this open. Here is going to be the actual tripod itself. And we'll just put the bag down here. And here it is, right there. That's it. That's it in all its wonder. Is it good? It's fantastic. Now I already have the tripod plate off. You guys can see the plate here. And I wanted to show this because it is kind of its own tripod plate, I guess. It's not based around, let's say, the Manfrotto tripods. So if you have a bunch of those and you're like, oh, I should be able to use this, well, you'd have to replace the head. Is that doable? Sure. But you don't have to. And this one's been really good. It clamps on really nice. It's super firm. It does have, of course, a little pull-up so it's easy to tighten. And because they're K&F, which is design friendly for sure, but it's a rubber, so what happens is it grips onto the bottom of your camera really nice and actually helps it from spinning or sliding. So that's actually a nice little added bonus for sure. Now here's the tripod. Now here's a couple cool things with this tripod that I absolutely love. Number one, I'm a big fan of the style of, I want to say, openers, the locking mechanism, I guess. I love the fact that I can just take this and be like, click, out she comes. Put it back in here like this, you just slide them all and it's locked. You know what, I used to love the click, 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 but I'm a big fan of this style right now, and these ones are built really nice, so that's super good. The other nice thing, and it's hard to see it because the legs are kind of backwards and it folds up like this, which is nice, so it folds up really small, but really in its working mode, all the legs are this way, right? You can hear that click, and that's where they're locking into position. So it folds up like that, and then as it goes out, you can hear the clicking position. So there's one, and you can see if it was standing this way, you could pretty much get that like flat to the ground, which is awesome. And then of course you have next one, there, next one, there. Is there one more? No, that's it, right there. So this kind of folds out. So we get these, I'm just gonna kind of click these out here. Click, click, click. Click, click, click. And I like the fact that it's pretty loud. I'm gonna come backwards a little bit. It's nice and loud. And the legs themselves, just so you can see it, the legs themselves long. I'm gonna stand this thing upright, okay? So this column can come down to give it that nice low height that you and I probably want on occasion. these extend, okay? This thing's big. So I'm gonna just do one leg so you guys can see that. So I don't even know if you can see it. Like, it's so tall. So can you guys see me? No, you still can't see me. This is, like, I'm 6 feet and it's about my height right now. So I'm 6 feet, okay? I'm gonna bring this back down. Okay, so you got 6 feet with the legs, give or take, somewhere in that range. Which, just awesome by itself that this thing can go that high. Then, you probably couldn't hear me very well when I was back there. My apologies, guys. Then you have this center column that extends. And look how long that extends. That extends another, what, foot and a half to get you even higher. So now you're probably closing in at like, what, 7 feet, 7+ feet, which is fantastic. That by itself. Okay, so now you got that. Ready? So we got that and we're like, that's great, look how tall that is. And I'm like, yeah, that's nice and tall. Then you undo this right here. I think it's this one. This way. Ready? And now you can get this up like this. Now you got even more height. You got another like foot and change, which is nuts. That's just crazy. This thing is like, I don't know, 7, 8 feet tall. Like, it's awesome. And if you were shooting with a, I don't know, some kind of camera that you just want to get height, you could hold this thing just so high. Even when it's all together here, it's crazy. Then this is my favorite part, and this is the one that got me, because when you look at it, you're like, I don't get it, because I didn't even realize that this part came out. But once it comes out, remember I talked to you at the beginning about the table, because I wanted to get the camera a bit closer. So then we get this all the way extended, and now what you'll see is this pivots down, right? Pivots down. Now if you have a table or anything, you can get that out above that. And again, this can be just so tall to get that way out there. Now you can get your camera here facing upwards. It can't tilt this way. It can face this way, and of course you can bend this around. Well, I guess, yeah, you just can't get it to point up. You can kind of get it here or down, because you'll see that the ball head itself can come up here, but it can't tilt any further, but it can come down. So it's pretty awesome, I have to say. It's pretty fantastic. I love the orange accents. Everything's really built. The question I had, of course, was, would it hold the weight? Now, a few things. I don't have anything hanging off this tripod at all to give it extra weight. It's strictly just legs out. My Canon R6 with a microphone on top and a 16-35 f4 lens attached almost all the time. No issues at all. This thing, no fear of it falling forward. This all is locked up. It's never moved. You just give them a good tighten. Super fantastic. So I think that is just, I don't know, it's such a cool system. And then you just fold that back up when you're done, right? If you don't need that extension, you just do that. You come up here, give that a little spin just to loosen it up. That just folds right back down there. Make sure your legs are out. Put your legs back up this way and you're good to go. Last but not least, I'll just bring this back down here. You will see that one of the legs, hopefully you guys can see that, one of the legs here, detachable monopod. So if for whatever reason you decide, yeah, let's just monopod this up. You just give that a spin, undo, and guess what? Monopod, right? Again, these legs are plenty long. That's like 6 feet, right there. So you got one tripod that just, it's everything. It can go way low to the ground. It can become a monopod. It's like 1,000 feet tall. You know, you can't even reach the top of it when it's up that high. Everything's built super well. If you want to take this head off and put a different head on, you can, but this head, fantastic, super good. And even this little plate, I was like, oh, it's too bad it didn't have another one. It's really good. No complaints at all. I think it's fantastic. And like most tripods, you guys can see it here, it does have the little hook down there if you need to hook like a sandbag or some kind of weight to it. Yeah, I'm I'm super pleased with this. It's the K&F Concept SA254T1. It's a name that just rolls off the tongue, is what it does. It rolls off the tongue. It's so good. I'm gonna leave you guys here with this. I've been using this as my studio, I guess, tripod for the last little while, and it's been fantastic. I just absolutely love it. I will be taking this out. We have another product that we got from K&F. It's a drop-in filter kit that you can get for your cameras, and I've been waiting to do a review of it for me to get the R6 so that I can play with the two of them together. We're gonna be using this when we go out to shoot that video because it's fantastic, and you can, it doesn't matter what kind of height you need, you're gonna be able to get it. So that's super good. So make sure you watch for that. So other than that, I'm gonna put links down below to where you can buy this tripod, and highly recommend it. Just realize it's not like a carbon fiber, but I think with a tripod that can go this kind of height, it's not crazy heavy, not by any means. I think though you want some weight and some like thicker metal to just make sure that it's nice and stable. All right guys, like I said, links down below if you guys are interested in picking this up. I think it's fantastic. I think it's one of the nicer tripods that you can get, especially in this price category. Well, that's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next video. Later, my friends.